Howdy doody! How we doing, boys and girls? Monday morning again. Weekend fly so fast, eh? Oh well. So we're at Bolton Council this morning to do a radiator. Or a suspected radiator. So we'll get cab up, have a look, whip it out, throw a new one in. Jobs are good. Now they've just said to me at workshop, oh, you can use a pit if you want to get it off pit. But personally, I don't know about anybody else, but me personally, I prefer to do them on floor. I find it easier on floor than on a pit, because what I do, I drop them out through bottom, slide them on floor, which I find a lot easier than doing it on a pit, especially when you're on your own. So what we'll do, get a cab up, drop water out of it, and take it from there. I think I'm just looking here, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brand new Faun Vario presses. Looks like they're going out for the first day today. Very smart. Oh well, very nice. Right, let's get on, let's do a bit. Go on. Right, so just drop coolant out of it per usual. Axle stands are in. We're changing that bit in there, so all this has got to come off, and then what I do, drop the rad through bottom onto the floor, do it that way. Wheel chocks are in, and as per usual, drop the keys here. Now then, after that pantomime I had to put Carlisle from my microphone not working properly. Bought this weekend, so we're going to give it a try and see if that eliminates the microphone issue that I have. So what I've done there at Carlisle, I put my earpods in thinking they're recording. No they won't. So read the editing of that video, a bit of a nightmare really. So yeah, what we'll do, we'll try the wireless microphone instead, see if that works any better. And then we'll get on, get this whipped out, new one thrown in, coolant in, run it up to temp, easy as that. Not a job I wanted for a Monday morning really. Still I don't mind doing them, they're alright to do, but it's Monday innit? Nobody wants to do it on a Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday or Friday to be fair, but there's one thing about it. It is glorious blue skies. No cloud in the sky today. It's supposed to get to about 21, 22 degrees. So the quicker I get this done, the less I sweat. So, you'll see it looks a bit different now. Intercooler pipes are off, water pipes are off. Took the bolts out of the prop shaft. And then what I've done, took the bolts out of the viscous fan. Put a bungee kit, finger crossed, hold the viscous fan in. And then what I'll do, I'll do these bolts here that hold this frame on, lift that out in one, then lift the viscous fan out in one, or else it just becomes a bit, not so much too heavy, just too much of a big lump. So it is heavy though, it's not light, but it's not too heavy. So what I'll have to do, undo all these bloody P clips, which I hate, get all that out of the way, and then these Econ pipes here, what I do, get a bungee strap, bungee them up to cab up here out at waist, so they're up out at waist so we don't disturb the aircon. And then when he's around the front, disconnect the aircon rad from the radiator, just some clips hold it on, just let that flop forward out at way. Undo these bolts at the side here which hold the rad on, and then I'll take, which bracket is it now, that bracket there, these bolts here that hold this frame on for the fan, for the prop. I take that bracket off as well, which just makes it a bit wider to get the rad out. So yeah, job's not going too bad at the minute, to be fair. If I were doing it in workshop at Charlie, I'd do it on floor, so it makes no difference whether it's in Charlie or whether it's here. The only thing about this is I don't like doing it in workshops, because if you look, there's water everywhere. There's still water dripping out at engine now. It just makes a hell of a mess on floor at workshop. You know, and this workshop here at Bolton's spotless. It's absolutely spotless. There's a man cleaning it all day, every day. So if I went in there, dropped this all over the floor, I don't think he'd be very happy. I don't think he'd be very happy at all. So, and it's probably safer out here because it's a concrete floor, so it'll make it slippy and all the rest of it. So yeah. Anyway, what we'll do, we'll set you up somewhere, get you on time lapse now, and get that fan out. Sorry, get that prop off, get that out, get fan out, start disconnecting some other bits of stuff, and get it basically ready for dropping out. If I can have it out for brew time, I'll be happy at that. We'll get it out for 10 o'clock, that'll do for me. So, right, let's crack on. Right then, see they're at time lapse. That's that prop shaft out, fans out, so I'll spin it round now. The dog can sort of like see the rabbit now, and I'll show you what the issue was with this radiator. They're not the best, these radiators on these, for leaking, but to be fair, it is what it is, isn't it? I don't mind changing, they're not a bad job. It's a bit heavy, but not too bad. I'll show you after I put them in. Taking them out, actually fuel bolting, drop it down, putting them in. Fetch trolley jack with me out at workshop, sitting on trolley jack it up, take the donkey work out at job. You know what I mean? So I'll just show you now. Yeah, so as you can see, looks a little bit different now to what it did before, didn't it? So my next job now, take that bracket off there. Yeah, you can leave all the shroud on. I'll probably leave them intercooler pipes on, or I might take them off actually. We'll see. Anyway, and it's been leaking in that bottom corner there. You see it's all wet, and that's where they always go, on that bottom corner there for some reason. So that's where it's leaking there. But yeah, it'll be right, won't it? So we'll crack on, get that done, get that out, then I think we'll have a cup of tea and a pot of porridge once that's out. That's my plan anyway. Let's crack on. Right, so that radiator's now ready for coming out. One bolt in this side holding it in, one bolt on the other side holding it in. If you look, that's it, it's ready for coming out. So what I do, spray flap on floor, take that bolt out, lower it onto the spray flap, lie it down, now just drag it out on spray flap. Easy as that, he says. Never works as easy as that, but we'll set the camera up somewhere so you can see me do it, but don't judge. It's not always good to plan, but we'll try and see. I've left leaving them intercooler pipes on. The only thing I might have in my way is my axle stands when I drop it down, but we'll leave them in for the time being, and we can do it stands in, we'll do it with stands in. So alright, let's crack on. Right guys, there she is, out. Whew. I'm exhausted now, sweating. I don't know what happened to the camera. I started lifting it down to it won't flow. So all I know what's happening with that one, start editing it. So yeah, that's the radiator out. There, comrade. What I'll do, I'll get some cable ties, get that up out at where, and get the intercooler and everything swapped over and get it back in. So yeah, basically what we do, split it here, that intercooler on bottom goes onto the bottom at new rad, that shroud goes on rad. That was a bad idea leaving them on. Let's take them, should take them off, pipe off, all that off, Job's a good one. Right, now it's out, I'm having a cup of tea. Right, so rad's out, so what we're going to do now, split that radiator off that intercooler, sit it onto the new rad, put everything back on, slip it back in, lift it up, bolt it in, pipes, all the rest of the stuff back on. Easy as Addy says, dead easy. Honest. Right, crack on. Hopefully these bolts will come out at top of the rad, top of the intercooler, hold it on. Not shear off or do anything silly. So, right, I'll pop it on time lapse and we'll get this swapped over. Right, so that rad's ready for going back in now. I'm just, what's the word for it? Oh, in a moment. Got one of these to put in the front of it. Was it on the other side? You can see it down, you can see it at the bottom of that one. But what I'll do, I'll put the rad in first, and then you can get that in once the rad's in. Just saves damaging it and putting it in, that's all. So, fingers crossed it went better than it come out, because I struggled to get that out for some reason. I don't know why. Never usually struggle with them. But I know why. I left them parts, I usually always take them off. Intercooler parts, I left them off. I always take them off. So yeah, so that's ready for going back in now. Motivate ourselves there. Time we on. Just gone 11 o'clock. So a 5-6 hour job these, if not a bit longer, or they can be. So luckily it's sunny, so the job's a good one. Right, that's all together. Let's get it in that bloody hole over there now. That way, that way, that way. Yeah, putting that all down there now. So back in front, bottom, stand it up, get a trolley jack under it, some blocks, jack it up with trolley jack, get it where I want it, a couple of bolts in it, and after that you're flying. Once it's in, you've got a couple of bolts in holding it in place, you're flying with job then. It's a daddle. The hardest bit's getting them out, getting them back in. So, right, let's go. Whew. I need a bit of a sweat on here now. Maybe it was an expression, blowing out my ass, but fucking hell. Whew. Just lifted that rad in. And it's now just sat in on its own on like a bit of an angle, so it's wedged in. So what I'll do now is get a bottle jack under it, and just bottle jack, trolley jack, just take it rested way up now so I can line my bolts up. Whew, knackered. When I put it in, I got a podgy bar and put it through one of the holes, and I thought, oh, I'm ready to not bother it. Jack now, I was getting a bolted, job's right. Well, the podgy bar fell out, radiator dropped, and I caught it, and well, I can't see it, but hurt my arm. Don't like it. So yeah, we'll get trolley jack under it now. Just take it that last inch with trolley jack, take that donkey work out of it. But they're hard work. I love doing them. I love doing them 'cause it's something different. It's a decent job, but they're just too heavy. Too heavy for one man. But there you go, you get two of you at it, and it's no good because you're fighting against each other and getting it in. It's easier on your own, like. It's getting warm. It's getting very warm now. So, right, let's go. Right guys, So we're going to do now is tighten them bolts up each side at rad. That's the donkey work done, that's the hard bit done. Now it's sat in, it's easy after that, it's just rebuild it. But yeah, I'll tell you something, they make you sweat them boys when you put them in, they really do. So I'll get Troy Jack out at way now, get them bolts in, start building it back up. Happy days, nice shiny new rad, jobs are good. I think, pretty jobs are good. Yeah, jobs are good. Oh, let me get out of here. Right guys, welcome to my bomb site. So, we're up to now, fan's going to go in, then that's going to go on, and bolt all that together, and then slowly start putting out intercooler pipes and everything on. So, that's what we're up to now, that's all bolted in, all these pipes are still loose, so we'll sit that fan in, put a bunch of cord across it when it's in, and then I can sit everything else on without fighting with it. So, yeah, let's get on. And it's nearly dinner time. Right, so this is what we're up to. Fans in, props on, them bolts are tight, them bolts are tight. I haven't done these bolts up here yet. So we're flying my job. So it's now just gone 12:35, so I'm gonna have a spot of lunch because I'm absolutely starving. I've had no to eat today, so we'll have that and crack on. Right guys, I'm not lying to you, right? Putting these P-clips and everything on. Turn around, and just there on top of that exhaust there was a massive rat sat staring at me, and he's just turned around and run off down chassis somewhere. So no doubt that'll be eating through a wiring loom somewhere now, something like that. Right, as by the power of magic it's all back together, job done. So all I've got to do now is fill it with coolant. So what we'll do now, fill it up with coolant, get it up to temp, make sure there's no airlocks, no water leaks. That'll do. Not a bad little job really, I quite like doing these, it's something different, isn't it? So a bit different to tapping nuts and bolts from doing air services, but yeah. So, right, let's get some coolant in her. Start her up. Keep looking over my shoulder. I know a rolling rat's knocking about somewhere, but I'm not seeing him again. They're a big bugger, I know that. He was a big bugger. His tail on him, length of that run, unbelievable. Anyway, yeah, get it started up, get coolant in it. No, get coolant in it, then get it started up. That's the plan, let's rock on. And believe it or not, that there is all the tools I've used for it. Not so much, is there, when you look at it, for what I've used to do the job. Better than a daft, we end up with every tool out of the toolbox. Right, so that's my coolant in. At the minute, I can't see no leaks. There was a little drip coming off that Jubilee clip there. I've nipped that up. That seems to have stopped now. So I think what we'll do, we'll start her up and see what's happening. Radiator all done. So whilst on start up bolts, we just have to look at another truck. That's sweep blade's not working. So I started it up, turned box on, pressed it, wagon's revving up, now it's happening. So just had a look into the back at panel and I'll just show you what I've seen. Now whether this is how to do it or not, we'll find out. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, well, that's the same as these two wires here. They were just hanging down, but they've got blanks in them, so they're not doing anything. So I thought they'd come off a valve block. I'm not sure why it's doing what it's doing. But, it is under warranty with Faun, so I think what they want me to do in office was just report something, let them know what's happening with it. You know, just get a better idea of what it we're doing, and then they can get Faun out to it. So they'll just give me another 3 jobs for Manchester. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Epic. So yeah, so we're gonna go get them done, aren't I? We can get Faun out to this, I think. I'll just have a play with it though. We'll not give up that easily. I'll have a quick play and see. So we've got cab box turned on, and usually there are you get a fault code up there, but we haven't got a fault code, we haven't got anything. So just going to have a quick look and I'll just show what it's doing. So that's that job in Bolton all done. Just got to my next job. Non-start. Flat batteries. Apparently, so no keys in it. No. We'll get keys out of the office for it, but we'll do first. Get multimeter, let's just have a look. What voltages we've got. And take it from there, eh? So this battery's got 0 volt. This one's got 3 volt. Must be a lot of like acidy stuff everywhere. Listen on that splitter battery. Don't ring it off in terms of there's a couple of batteries on it then. So my next job, indicator not working. I wonder why it's not working. Strange, isn't it? Very strange why that's not working. Oh well, let's get a new loop for it, get that fitted. That's better. So what happens is, I'll show you. This loom. So what happens is this loom cable ties up here, and people cut the cable tie to be able to get to the plug, and then they never cable tie it back up. So what we need to do is cable tie that loom back up, cable tie all iron back up nicely, and that should hopefully eliminate that issue again. Right, so I've thrown a new set of batteries on it. You can see there, it's charging at 28.2 volt, so that'll do for me. The only thing now is, I need to stop fault on dash. There we go. Just want to press that e-stop button in, so job's cool at that. It's alright. Let's get on to the next job. 2 more to do yet at Salford. Yeah, so I'm here at my next job. Driver's door won't open, so I broke into it. I'm not sure how I broke into it, but it took me about 30 seconds if that. And that's come off there like that. Yeah. So that is going to be an issue, that, because I don't have any of them plastic clips on my van. Oh, there again. No, it's not, because that one's for the door lock. The actual door handle's broke off, so as I'm pulling it now, that should be activating that bit. Oh well, maybe not as bad as I thought it was then. Right then. Let's get door handle off and get a new one on it. And that is one door handle removed. So, somewhere am I then? I'll have another one. Need to find it. Aha. There we go. There's a new one. Let's slap that on, eh? Right, so that's one new door handle fitted. Now I'm going to have to leave that one off because I haven't got the plastic dobber if that goes into that. So I'll keep hold of the bar, order the plastic thing, and then next time I pass him, we'll call in and put it back on. It just means the driver can't lock it with a key, which they never do anyway, so job's right at that. So now it's just a case put that panel back on there, and I'm going to twist that red valve up there so the coach door's open, just in case it doesn't work, and then I'm locked out. But if we do that, it's working. That's broke as well. Never said out about that, have they? Let's see what we can do with that. But usually have like a plastic bit that goes all the way through it. I don't have one of them, so it's going to be a couple of self-tappers, I think. I might do a mend. Well, yeah, it's not the best repair job I've ever done, but as far as budget and leg it goes, it'll do, won't it? Obviously we've not got the bits, there's not a lot we can do about it, so right, we'll throw the door panel back on now. And we'll look at rest of defects he's give us. Let's try from inside. That'll do for me. Right, so when I twist that red valve, you twist that, it takes the air out of the ram, so you can open the door. So, now it's not going to shut, is it? I'll leave it like that. The driver left sorted it morning. I used to twist the valve. So the other defect he put down was this tyre's soft. It looks a bit soft. I'm going to have a look at it. There's a bolt stuck in it there, so that's probably why it's soft. So better make a phone call, see if they've got tyre company coming out to it or not. That'll be the best idea, wouldn't it? And then he's also put down it's showing brake light faulty on dash. And he's took his keys on. Epic. So, only thing we can do is check the brake lights are actually working. Just keep showing it's faulty on dash when it's not working, so press that. That should run through my back lights. Not rest at lights for us so we can see then. Why defect a truck and then take your keys home with you? I don't get it. Right, let's have a look. So, this side, fog light, reverse light, brake light, that'll do. This side, fog light, reverse light, brake light, that'll do. Indicator, fog light, reverse light, brake light. Oh well, even though it's showing it on dash, they are working. So maybe I'll put a note on that when it goes in for service, and our Sammy can have a look at it. Good lad, Sam. Right, let's ring up, make a phone call, and see if anybody has got a tyre company coming out to this. It's just gone 6 o'clock. There'll be nobody in office, so we better disturb somebody on a mobile. Right, back in a minute, make a phone call. Right, so this driver's defected this one for driver's door lock faulty. Well, it says door lock stroke latch. So it said door lock. Let's see if it actually means the lock on the door. No? That works. That's interesting. And it's defected also for maintenance due on dash. Which it says there. Time-based maintenance, so press OK. Go into the menu, service, maintenance. We'll reset that. Updating maintenance information. That's okay. Back out of that. Turn the ignition off. Turn the ignition back on. Time-based maintenance is now gone. That'll do, won't it? And it says it's jumping out of gear and also the tailgate seal's leaking. So what I think we'll do with this, jumping out of gear, we'll give it a road test. I suspect, I'm not saying it is, but I suspect it's a new driver who's not used to these Econics with the power shift gearbox in. What they do is drop themselves into neutral. As soon as you let your foot off, it comes up here on dashboard, goes into neutral, and I've had that fault before with this company. The driver's saying it's coming out of gear when it's actually not doing. Tailgate seal, I can't do anything with that as I haven't got one with me, but I'll have a look at it, get one ordered, and I can get it rebooked, get one thrown on it. I'll just see if it. Sometimes when the seal sits in the track wears, or the track goes knackered. If it needs a track in it, then it'll have to go to Charlie and have the track cut off and a new track put in it, and then the rubber seal sits in it. But I'll move my van, pull it forward, open back door, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about, and then you know. So yeah, and then we'll give it a road test and see if it is jumping out of gear or whether it's just going into E4 economy, which sets itself into neutral, and then as soon as you touch brake, accelerator, anything like that, it drops straight back into gear again, and away you go. So sometimes if it's a new driver, they never really drove a Mercedes, they don't know how they do it. It's not something I like them to stay in gear myself, but factory's Britain and all that. So right, let's get van shifted, back door open, let's have a look. Right, so went out on a road test. It's not jumping out of gear at all, but it never did on that road test. I just took it on them. But what I'm going to show you is, and this is what I think the problem is, there it's now in a Municip. It holds it in gear all the time there, it never puts it into economy mode, whereas if you change it to auto, it then puts it into economy mode. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it on Municip for the driver. Nice. It's like he's had sloppy food waste on. So the actual bottom seal looks to be good to me. This side seal here, maybe, yeah, it's like there's a bit of food waste in there, which is very sloppy when they get it in. Maybe that's why it's leaking out. Look on this side. Yeah. I'd say it's this one here. I want to replace him. That one looks to be alright to me, that bottom one. And it absolutely stinks. So for me to change that, they need to wash all that. There is no way I'm changing that, covered in food waste, stinking like that.